Hey, I'm home. I had surgery December 1st, and I'll have to see if this video comes out because I can't. I can't use a camera or setup right now because I'm pretty much in bed. Today's the 20th. I go back to see the surgeon either tomorrow if they call me because I'm having some problems with my staples. Look like they're ripping through, and so I came, and while I was in the hospital, my wound ripped open, my staples, because of an infection. So there's a huge hole in my gut, which is very, very unsettling. And then there's 2 drains. One of them ripped out just a little. It's still in. It's not draining much. It's draining a little. I'm hoping he takes that out. The other one is still draining too much. They can't come out until they're draining only 20 cc's through the whole day. So I think drain number 1 is still draining like 20, and 20 I empty it twice a day. So at 20 each, so drain number 1's not ready to come out, but it's so irritated. And the skin around the tube is just, it's a mess. I guess it's like I'm having an irritation from the tube. I don't know. And then every day I have to change my bandage, and it's a deep hole. It goes down into the muscle wall, and so you have to take out the gauze that has been stuffed in it, and then you just put saline in it, kind of clean it up a bit, and then you soak some more gauze in saline, and then I take a Q-tip and I have to stuff it in the holes. The reason why you have to stuff it in the holes is if you just let the holes close up under the skin, the wall, pus and stuff will get trapped, and then they'll end up having to lance it, which will mean another wound. I don't think I can show you the wound on YouTube. It's pretty graphic, so I don't know if that's cool or not. It's pretty gross. I mean, I love medical stuff. I used to do in-home nursing care, and I mean, I love it, but it's so much harder when you're stuffing a dressing in your own stomach. It's just, I do it because I know if I don't, I'm going to be in trouble, but like I have to like psych myself, like, okay, you can do it. And my 20-year-old son helps me, but he can't handle it. He usually has to leave when I take the dressing out of the wound, and then when I'm stuffing, he usually doesn't stay for that either. Because, you like, sometimes when you're taking care of somebody, you see their wound or whatever, and it makes your butthole pucker. That's the only way I can say. It's just like, you just get all like tensed up because you feel their pain a little bit, I guess. I don't know. It's just rough. So I'm happy I made it. I wasn't 100% sure I was strong enough to go through it because I had been fighting sepsis for a couple years. It started off like in 2013 or 14 where I would get it like 2 or 3 times a year. But these last couple years, I would like get rid of it, and 3 or 4 days later, I would start getting an infection again. So like I was constantly on antibiotics, really strong ones, and sometimes by the end of the antibiotic round, I could barely lift my head up because one of them is called Flagyl and the other one's called Cipro, And I had to take them together because in the beginning, you know, it only took one antibiotic to kill the infection. But, you know, the longer it was going on, then it wasn't going away, so they added another antibiotic. Oh, Margaret. So right now, I get up, I go to the bathroom. Sometimes I'll go and I'll make myself some oatmeal if my son's still sleeping. Stuff that's easy. I have a walker that has a seat on it, so I can sit down so I don't fall. So if I start to get weak, I can just sit down on it's called a rollator, I don't know, with somebody else's, and I got rid of it. I kept it thinking, you know, somebody might need it one day, and it just happens to be me. But it actually is a lifesaver because there's my parents live upstairs. If I go to visit them, you know, I can't get off a regular kitchen chair because it's too low, and I sit on that, and it's easier for me to get up. So my mom's not been doing good either. She's got a wound on her leg, and she had an infection. But I don't know how many subscribers I have, but I wish I could get up to 1,000 so I could live stream. It would be so much easier than having to, you know, record a video and then edit it. I don't really edit them that much anymore, like ones like this, because this is just me, you know. What am I going to edit? What am I going to say? Who cares, you know? Like if I say something wrong, you know, it's just me. You know, I mean, don't plan on saying things wrong. Although occasionally I have said some things wrong, but, you know, and had to edit them out because, you know, you say stuff because you're home, and I hope I don't lose a lot of my hair from this surgery, because one year I lost almost all my hair after a really bad, I think I was I don't know if I had surgery that time or not. I didn't have regular surgery. I had surgery where they put drains in my liver. I had a liver sepsis, you know, the works. But yeah, I almost lost all my hair. So, and I really like my hair. Without it, I feel so naked and depressed. Bud's here, but I gave him a bull penis to eat. He loves them. We love to joke about the fact that my dog is eating a bull penis. But hey, he's down there chewing on it. He's happy. The first time we've ever got one was a company sent him a bunch of these bull penis things. They were called bully sticks, I think. And oh my god, the dog went nuts over them. Like, he loved them. And I found some at Tractor Supply and bought him a couple before I had surgery. Because before I had surgery, I went around shopping and getting stuff done, trying to get things in order. I had to get a lot of things in order. I've been doing a lot of other stuff since I haven't been making videos. I stopped making videos because of my mouth. You know, just feeling self-conscious because, you know, I'm Gumby. And I had dentures made, and they did such a horrible job. And then, of course, you know, my insurance company was just like, can you fit them in your mouth? Yeah, I'm like, but I can't close my mouth. Oh, you don't need to close your mouth. I'm like, yeah, but if my mouth won't close, I'm going to drool, like, you know, and they were like, well, that doesn't matter. And I'm like, I can't eat in them. And then she was like, well, you know, that doesn't matter as long as you can fit them in your mouth, and, you know, that's it. But literally, they didn't fit because I couldn't close my mouth. And I did have a surgery after that, and I was supposed to have another one. I had a skin graft put inside my mouth, and then I was supposed to go for the bone graft and the implants all at once. But, I mean, I kept going sepsis here, and I thought it would be way stupid to try to do, they were going to take a rib, like that. The skin graft took me, the skin graft was hell, let's face it. So, you know, the bone graft's going to be like crazy. So I would have to recover from a rib surgery. That's probably hurt. I don't know. Because, you know, if you hurt your ribs, it's pretty rough. And so I decided not to do that because I just didn't think it was a good idea with me going septic all the time. But so with this surgery, you know, I'll know, once I heal, I'll know if it did anything great for me. Like if I stopped going septic, you know, it was getting, the sepsis was going to my brain, and I was really, really losing words. Your normal, just normal everyday words would be gone. And when I started to get the infection, if I didn't realize it, and it got a little bit more infection, I would start to get a bit aggressive. So that would be a sign, like, because I'm a non-aggressive person, and for some reason, whenever I have an infection, I get a bit aggressive. It's actually a little bit aggressive in the hospital. I had a pretty bad infection. The reason why my incision opened up was because, you know, infection's got to come out. It's going to find a way out. And that was the easiest way out. So they took, I don't know, about 8 to 10 staples out to let, you know, let the infection, you know, come out easier. And that's why I have to, you know, stuff it with gauze, because it has holes tunneling to wherever the infection was, and the pus was coming out. It doesn't smell anymore, which is a good sign. I don't think there's an infection in there, but I really don't know. I'll know better when I see the doctor. Either I sent them pictures last night of the infected looking staples. They're itching like crazy. There's a couple that are oozing, you know. I called them, they said it was an inflammatory response. But I'll be restful after I see the doctor, because, you know, inflammatory response shouldn't be leaking and bleeding at day 20. So I just figured I'd give a update. I'm doing okay. I'm weak, but, you know, I'm home. I opted not to go in the nursing home, because nursing home and rehab, it's the same thing. You go there and they take care of you after your surgery, which in a perfect world, that's what I would have done. But in COVID-19 world, you know, I don't want to take that chance. Plus, I would not be able to see my family because there's no visitation. There was no visitation at the hospital. There's no visitation at the nursing homes. But besides that, even though no visitation at the nursing home, the people at the nursing homes are getting hit hard. So I don't get it. If there's no visitors allowed, who's bringing it in? You know, it's got to be your staff that's bringing it in, you know, for these patients to be getting it. Anyway, that's why I opted not to go into the nursing home, or rehab, as they call it. But it's definitely been rough. Trying to take care of myself at home. I mean, Cordell is doing a great job, and I try not to bother him if I don't absolutely need him. But still, it's a lot. It's a lot on somebody's shoulders that, you know, doesn't do this kind of stuff. So, well, I'm going to sign off. I just I just wanted to give an update from my... I just uploaded the video from the hospital, and but this is an update just so you know that I'm doing better than I was then. I don't know. I'll look into whether or not I can put in some photos of the wounds and stuff, and if I do, I'll put them at the very end with a warning, you know, that it's gross kind of thing, and, you know, maybe you don't want to go any further. I don't know. I know there's lots of gross things on YouTube, but you know, I wouldn't want to offend anybody or freak anybody out, because it's pretty gruesome. I wish Bud was up here so you could see him. He's adorable. But he's just down there chewing on his bully. Alright, well, thanks for listening. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.